Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NASholes, the podcast where three assholes who like to think they know a thing or two about NASCAR talk about NASCAR. I'm Beer Cheese Benny, joined alongside my very good friend Drew the Man Scar Van, and my other good friend Jeff Dubuque, aka Jeffy D. And today we are going to be previewing the 2026 season, and we're going to get into it, but first, let's talk about Hoist. Hoist is a IV level hydration, which I don't have with me right now, and neither is Jeff, even though, because he clearly didn't go to the site, drinkhoist.com, and type in his zip code and find some. No, but I'm just
Come on, dude. They're our unofficial sponsors, dude. They give us love one
Jeff.
time, so we're just going to needlessly latch onto them.
You're going to have it at some point in this season. I'm going to send you some. So yeah, Hoist IV level hydration has 3 times the electrolytes of other sports drinks, half the sugar of other sports drinks, and it truly hydrates you. It is backed by science, and as Drew always says, we blindly
we blindly trust the science.
That's right.
Yeah,
we don't
blindly follow the science.
And with Hoist,
we don't stop and go, hey, is this actually good for us?
No, we don't have to think because Hoist does all the work for you. They make the drink. They have 7 beautiful flavors.
It's true.
Kosher free. Hell yeah, freaking juice. It's for
shout out to the Jews
and all that. Yeah, so go check out drink.
Yeah, shout out you vegan.
Drinkhoist.com and get your freaking Hoist. If you are military or first responder, you get 10% off your order, and if you sign up today, you will get 10% off your first order. So go check it out. Drew, disclaimer.
They don't actually sponsor us. They gave us free shit one time. So
one time.
We're just going to shamelessly plug them until they start actually paying us. Or until someone swoops in and goes, hey, we'll give you actual money. And then we'll never talk about Hoist ever again.
Yeah, but until then,
anyway,
I've been trying to message you. We're trying to get a promo code. Please send us that promo code to give out. And if all of you that have been listening have followed along, Hoist sponsors RFK. So if RFK wins a race, I will be giving away a variety pack. Last year, unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. So come on, RFK, win a race, and I will give some away to somebody who retweets this episode. Anyways, boys, let's frickin' get into it. 2026, we're excited. The chase is back. Talked about that already. And so this is going to be an interesting season, but I thought it'd be fun if we got on here and kind of just went through the different drivers and kind of previewed what we thought their season was going to be like, and we'll get into some other news and stuff. So, Jeff, why don't you start us off here?
Dude.
Okay, boys.
Buckle up, bitches. Jeff Dubuque on the loose. Sergeant in charge.
It's making me to share certain things. Okay, cool. All right, boys. In the number 1 Trackhouse Racing Chevy, we have Ross Chastain with his primary sponsor, a Busch beer. Busch.
There's no pictures of the cars?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, come on, JC, you do everything else.
And you didn't listen to me.
You're not wrong.
And then in the number 2 Team Penske floor, we have Austin Cindric, who is sponsored by Get Hard for Menards, Discount Tire, and a bunch of others that I'm not listing.
11% off everything, guys.
Hell yeah. And the number 3 Richard Childress Racing Chevy, we have Austin Dillon, Bass Pro. Number 4, Front Row Motorsports Ford is Rush Truck Center for 12 races, and then a whole bunch of smattering of others, and Grillo's Pickles, I guess. I must have missed that press release. That's on me. I'm surprised. That one's a new one. That's on me. Apologies to the Front Row PR team.
How dare you, Jeff? How dare you? Dude, our millions of fans are furious right now, dude. What the fuck, man?
The number 5 Hendrick Motorsports Chevy, Kyle Larson in the HendrickCars.com Chevy.
And for 5 races, Valvoline?
Yeah. No, 3 races. 3 races.
Oh, great. The better Kyle Larson scheme is going to be very rare this season. Nice.
I'm sorry. I thought we were going to talk about him individually, but as we go.
Hey, man. I'm going until I get stopped.
You're on a roll, so keep going, brother.
Yeah, let's not stop to Jeff Express right now, dude. He's churning and burning. Woo.
Number 6, Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing Ford, Brad Keselowski. It's almost like his name is a part of the team. Sponsored by Castrol, BuildSubmarines.com, Fast and All for 1 race, Solomon Plumbing, Kroger, Esperion, and NexLT, Consumer Cellar, and Solomon Plumbing. No big changes expected in 2026. Such a dork.
Nice.
And the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevy, we have Daniel Suarez, who brings along freeway insurance, and then I guess the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation. That's a new one.
Oh, I just saw the car earlier.
Oh yeah, that was just announced like
Yeah.
today. That's
Yeah.
why I've been at work all day.
Boo.
I know, right? And the number 8, Richard Childress Racing Chevy. We have Kyle Busch with his primary sponsor of Cheddar's and Zone and Lucas Oil, BetMGM, Rebel Bourbon, and Morgan & Morgan.
R.I.P. to the 3Chi sponsorship. You were a great sponsor, 3Chi. I loved you, and I genuinely loved your paint schemes. They were always really great.
I know they were fire as hell. I don't really like weed, but you know. And then in the number 9, Hendrick Motorsports Chevy, we have Chase Elliott, William Clyde Elliott, and the Napa Auto Parts Chevy. 26 races, then a whole smattering of other sponsors. Then we have the number 10 Coolidge Racing Chevy Ty Dillon with Grizzly nicotine pouches and Seabest for 8 races.
I don't have it near me, but I got a dip pouch in my mouth. I love you, Grizzly.
Those
Sponsors.
pouches are very good. I tried one. They're actually really good.
Yeah, they're my newest
And I don't
device.
see nicotine.
It's probably for the best.
Probably.
Probably for the best.
In the
You're
number
smart.
11 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, we have Denny Hamlin with his whole smattering of sponsors, where he went from having like no sponsors last year to all of the sponsors.
Hey, isn't it crazy when Denny Hamlin needs sponsors, Joe Gibbs can do it, but when Kyle Busch needs sponsors and his young grandson just so happens to be doing decent in Xfinity, he can't get any sponsors?
That is crazy.
Just
Maybe
saying.
they should a partnership team on multi-week vacation.
I'm so happy to see King's Hawaiian back. That's my favorite paint scheme.
Yeah, King's Hawaiian is awesome.
I loved it on Keselowski's. I love it on Hamlin's. King's Hawaiian slaps.
It
Shit.
does. It really does. That was my college breakfast for like 3 months because I was broke. And the number 12 team Ski Ford, we have Ryan Blaney, who will save big money with Menards and
save 11%
all
off.
of his other sponsors.
11% off.
Will get hard for Menards. And he signed a long-term contract extension with Penske in 2022. So who knows how long he'll be with Penske? Probably for a while.
Well, usually they run for about 4 years, so this might be a contract year for him.
It might be, but where's it going to go?
Son.
Oh, dude, I highly doubt that Roger Penske's going to let Ryan Blaney walk.
No way. No way.
That buddy, dude, he's getting him locked down.
In the number 16 Coolidge Racing Chevy for now, we have AJ Allmendinger with Celsius.
Wait, what do you mean for
races.
now?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a Dodge in the future.
Oh, I thought I took that as like, I took that as the dinger isn't returning.
No, the dinger is still here.
I love the dingalinger.
They're going to have Celsius Elite filter and then a whole smattering of other sponsors, but they're going to suck this year. I hope.
Grizzly
Coolidge fans. They are.
Yeah, it's going to be a brute. Honestly, the next few years for Coolidge on the Cup Series side is going to be brutal.
Yeah.
They lost their factory support with RCR, right?
Yeah.
So, well, it's not like they were doing any better anyway. So, what if they just start winning races? Just Coolidge, just like. I'm sorry. I've derailed this. I know I've just derailed the Jeff Express, but how hilarious would it be? How funny would it be if Dinger just wins the 500 right off the bat and everyone's like, cool, all right, storybook win, and then he just wins the next race, and then the next race, and then the next race, over again, and they're just like, where the fuck are they getting all this speed from?
And then it comes out
like from ECR, I'll tell you that.
Dude, ECR engines fucking suck. He just screams it.
It's gonna come out that they like
screams it into the microphone
to like pass inspection and shit. It'll be like a whole big scandal. Like there'll be a fucking lockout and everything. That is our 2026.
Man, isn't it crazy every time Allmendinger gets in a Dodge, scandals come his way?
Right.
Oh, Ben, you don't know this, but Allmendinger actually was in the 22 in 2012, I think. Yeah, and then he got busted for what was it? ADHD medication, something like that.
He was
it wasn't anything crazy, but it broke like the drug standard or drug policy. So Roger Penske had to let him go, and it was like, damn, dude, that was Dinger's one shot, and that was when Penske was driving Dodge. So
Penske Racing Dodge, no, they're not going back to Dodge.
Ooh, I don't know. I could see him going back.
I could see him going back, but that would really leave Ford with RFK and Front Row, and Front Row is kind of attached with Penske right now, where yes, they ran Dodge in the past, but I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
ran Dodge.
No,
And it's
yeah,
like, hey, we found this body, and it works.
Oh, hello, Django.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah, look at that big
Alright.
chunky boy back there.
And then our next driver is the number 17 Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing Ford of Chris Buescher, who will have Fastenal Bodyguard, Fifth Third Bank, Castrol Edge, and I've read all of these before. I hope he wins this year because boy,
But no,
did they need
I got a feeling at least Butcher's going to get a dub this year. I just got a feeling, and I don't think it's gas.
We're gonna be giving away some hoist.
Yeah, that's right.
I hope they come with some good speed this year. In the number 19 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, we have Chase Briscoe with his primary sponsor of Bass Pro, and then they also stole Zepp from Front Row Motorsports. Those assholes.
Yeah,
The one
Jeff
thing
had
you
a
were told when
mention
you
on
do
Twitter.
Yeah,
the one thing you are told when you do partnerships in NASCAR is don't steal other teams' sponsors. What did they fucking do?
Well, hang on now. Devil's advocate here. How do we know that Zepp and Front Row had a mutual agreement to split? You can't go around saying Joe Gibbs like went and poached the sponsor.
They fucking stole Grillo's pickles last year.
Okay, that was a collab with Sonic, dude.
I don't fucking care.
It was a one-off race.
If you're gonna play devil's advocate,
it was a one-off race with the 54. That wasn't them. That wasn't them poaching. That was just a one-off race.
And it was bullshit. Let me tell you.
It wasn't even a nice car. Don't get me wrong. That car was hideous, and it did not need to be on the field. It had no business
Todd
there.
Gilliland's cars are better.
Right.
Grillo's
Pickles belongs on a blue oval, dude.
Todd.
That's right.
All right.
But anyways, back to Zepp. Fuck you for leaving him, I guess. Even though it might have been mutual. Fuck you anyways. Fuck you. Got it. Fuck. This is going to be a great year. I got a feeling. It's going to be a great year. Yeah.
In the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, we have Christopher Bell, who was probably a championship favorite, in all honesty. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's consistent.
He'll be his generation's Denny Hamlin.
I think that's
genuinely, there is nothing wrong with that. Getting a fuck ton.
There is genuinely nothing wrong with that. If you don't win a championship, you don't win a championship. But that's just what it is. But I mean, oh no, I'll be a Hall of Famer. Whatever will I do?
Oh no, I have 73 wins and a handful of crown jewel wins. Ugh.
I do think Christopher Bell will probably get a championship, especially with the new points format. He knows if he can stay consistent and Joe Gibbs doesn't have issues, he will probably. I think his floor, like the worst that he'll finish this year, is like 6th in points. I would put, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would put money down that he will finish 6th or better in points.
No, I can see it. I mean, like he is one of those guys that you kind of hold on the championship level pedestal, you know.
Yeah.
That's just like he's a championship level potential kind of driver. Like I expect him to at least get one in his career. Yes. Then moving on to the number 21 Wood Brothers Racing Ford, we have Josh Berry with his 5 sponsors.
Shout out Josh Berry on your t-shirt. I love you.
Yeah, Josh Berry's great.
Send me free merch.
Love you. And the number 22 Team Penske Racing Ford, we have Joey Logano with, of course, Pennzoil, Hunt Brothers Pizza, and AAA Insurance, which is what his opponents will need when he wrecks them. Joey, I like you, brother, but it's really funny.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
It's funny to say it.
Joey Logano is the poster child for the term racers double standard, where they can move anybody, but the second they get moved, no good. They can do it to someone else. He is the embodiment of that mentality. Just look at him post Richmond 2024.
Okay, okay. You can't wreck 2 drivers to win. You can wreck 1 to win. That's the rule here. That's the line that was set. That you can't have your spotter going wreck him. I'm sorry. That was wrong.
Bad. That was so bad, man.
That was bad. I still think that spotter should be like banned from NASCAR, but that's my opinion.
I mean, I would be a little excited too in the moment.
You can't do that.
You know, I'm not gonna lie though. If I was in his position to where I'm on a guy who's usually mid to back of the pack every week, and he's up there like doing great,
You can
and
yell,
he
get there.
just lost it, yeah, I'd probably be like, "Yo, fucking move him, rock him, fucking dump him, do it." Yeah.
You
I
can't do that.
I
'Cause then
wouldn't
you get
care
fined,
because I would
then
be
you get
so amped
suspended,
up
then
at
you don't
that
have a
point.
job.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't, but I'm being real. I would be so amped in the moment. I'd be like, yeah, dude, dump both of them and get the dub. Do it. No, hi, Cat.
All right, in the number 2311 Racing Toyota, we have, oh my god, a cat. We have Bubba Wallace.
You know, this
and
is actually
their new
Django.
sponsor, Hardee's. Because are we going to get hard on for Hardee's? Maybe. I mean, no more
Hardee's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, the Golden Arches have left us.
The Golden Arches have left us for Formula One, which is gay.
The F in Formula One stands for fucking boring.
Yes! Yes! I thought you were going to go a totally different direction with that, and I'm kind of glad you went this direction.
Fucking boring. If I want to watch a parade, I'll watch reruns of the Maysu Thanksgiving Day Parade, dude. Or I'll just watch a Super Speedway race.
Yeah. So this is how I think about F1. I think they have really cool fast cars. Really cool fast cars. But it's a parade. It's a really cool fast car parade. They don't pass each other. NASCAR's worst days are better than F1's best days.
Yeah,
that's exactly true, dude. Oh my gosh, couldn't be any more truer words said.
F1 can have some bangers, but like their bangers don't compete with our mid tier or low tier races. Like there's still, we just have more passing, more everything.
Let's bang out these drivers here.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop being retarded.
All right. Number 24, Hendrick Motorsports Chevy, sponsored by everyone in the fucking universe.
Oh my god!
That's a lot of sponsors.
Yep.
We have Exalta, Raptor. For 18,
Andrew?
you got Liberty University, the rival of FGCU. Fuck you. Valvoline for 6 races. ZHP, so I'm guessing just HP. For 2 races. Cincinnati, just the whole city, I guess.
No, it's the power company or the power tools.
I know. Forum Energy, because we need to have 2 energy sponsors. And then All Pro Auto Reconditioning. The words are small.
What's that on the very bottom though? Anduril?
Oh, Anduril for 2 races.
What is Anduril? Is that like a
that was
announced
for
2 races each year through 2028. Oh, that must be a newer thing then.
Yeah, it is. It was announced in October. That's why no one knew about it. In the best car in the field, we have the number 34 Partner Motorsports Ford of Toggerland.
Praise be.
Travel Stop, Fruta Bush, A&W Restaurants, Gorillas Pickles, Aaron's, and Frontline Enterprises. Fucking go to the sponsors.
Hell yeah, dude.
Greatest driver in the field. Gonna be your Cup champion.
Jeff, do you need? I will
take no objections.
Do you need to take a moment to grab a towel and clean up the puddle of cum that's underneath your desk right now? I know how excited you get about Todd Gilliland. I just wanna throw out the option. I can cover the next couple if you want. What?
One of the nicest guys.
Yeah, he seems like a genuine dog.
He's goated.
He's a genuine dog.
Too. All right, and then in the people that are good at stealing FRM's numbers, the number 35, 2311 Racing Toyota, we have Riley Herbst, who does not live up to that number. That fucker stole my number, and I am not over it.
I want to be 35 on NASCAR, damn it.
Literally. That was the last number that David Gilliland ran. That was the last number that David Gilliland ran with Front Row Motorsports. Now I got to drive 92, which I'm fine with because Front Row also had that number eons ago. But that's not the point.
It's the principle. It's the fucking
principle of the thing.
Yeah, it's the principle.
All right.
Anyways.
And he's sponsored by Monster Energy because...
dude.
I don't know. They want to sponsor Back of the Pack too.
Wow, dude. Are you telling me the apple juice company left them?
Shit, really?
Yeah, it's just Monster Energy. Just think of everybody on his car last year.
It's so funny when 2311 does their fucking like sponsorship announcements for Bubba and Tyler, and then Riley is just not there.
Yeah,
it's like, oh
yeah, I love Riley Herbst, but I don't think he deserves that ride, man. I think he would.
Absolutely
I think he would
make
be
or break here.
phenomenal. I think he'd be
here.
phenomenal down in Xfinity. I think that's kind of where he belongs.
He needs to be unbelievable.
I think so too. But I mean, if he got to beat out Corey Hunt in whatever races Like, can you prove that you can be at least more consistent? Can you get a top 25 points finish? I think if Riley can get a top 25 points finish, he deserves to keep his ride for another year. That is kind of like my level.
Speaking of Corey Heim, is there any update on him? Has anybody heard where he's going to be this year?
No,
I heard
it wouldn't
rumors.
shock me if he's in the 5 truck for Tricon at Daytona.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Just weird.
So apparently Toyota won't even fund a Heim ride in O'Reilly series. So I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
On to the number 38.
And the number 38 Front Row Motorsports Ford, we have Zane Smith, who is with Speedycast, Titlemax, Benabone, Horizon Hobby, Aaron's, and Long John Silver's, which is Bob Jenkins.
I think a slept-on paint scheme, if I'm being honest. The Long John
Well, it's
Silver.
a great paint scheme. I think they should definitely throw back. They should do a throwback to the fucking old Long John Silver scheme, the all yellow.
Yeah,
that would look goated. Those would look goated. Just throw it back to old FRM, just super basic schemes, and be goated.
Nice.
Alrighty. And Zane should be with Front Row through next year. So, in the number 41 Haas factory team at Chevy, they have Cole Custer, who
sucks.
Is there because of his dad. Well, he doesn't suck. He's just mid. He will drive your car where it's meant to finish. He's not going to overperform, but he's not going to underperform either. That's just kind of Cole Custer.
He's a reliable driver.
He is
not phenomenal, but he's reliable.
And they have Haas automation, obviously, because gotta have big guy's name on the car.
Third at the fall Daytona race, or was it Charlotte? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
Nearly made it in.
Yep.
Would have been a little awkward.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Now Haas is aligned with Hendrick Motorsports again, right? Because I know they kind of had that relationship with.
They're aligned with Hendrick, but we'll see how that really is.
I don't think they're gonna perform any better. I think they're gonna probably still be where they were last year.
Maybe slightly faster on certain tracks, but probably not.
Yeah.
It's probably more for the O'Reilly Auto Parts series, if anything.
Yeah.
Their Cup team is going to take a while to rebuild because you went from 4 cars to 1 car and you lost Tony Stewart
and Kevin Harvick.
That team just collapsed. It was a monumental collapse. It was a long time coming if you followed them, but it's hard to watch. And so on to worse news, we have the number 42 Legacy Motor Club Toyota. John Hunter
Nemo-Rex back. Captain Caution himself is back. Nice.
I like Nemechek until he fucking put Zane Smith on his roof. He fucking put Zane Smith on the roof, and now I can't like him anymore.
Was it intentional, though? Or
looking at the fucking telemetry, it was.
Yeah, it looked damn intentional.
Hey, isn't it kind of messed up? Isn't it kind of messed up how John Hunter Nemechek is named after John Nemechek, who died in a racing accident, and we call him Nemo-Rex because all he does is crash? Yeah, do you think maybe if he wasn't named after somebody who died in a crash, do you think maybe he would?
They also have a new sponsor, Rexel.
Boy, oh boy, they don't know what they're signing up for. Get ready for a lot of DNFs.
In the much better car, for Legacy Motor Club, we have the number 43 of Eric Jones with Advent Health, the same Dollar Tree Family Dollar, which might actually fracture because they're no longer together, and then Massey Motor Freight.
Beautiful.
So, yep, there's nothing interesting about Eric Jones whatsoever. He's just generic and kind of there. Eric Jones, you're cool, but yeah. And the number 45, 2311 Racing Toyota, Tyler Reddick, who has a lot of sponsors because 2311 has a good partnership team.
For 2 out of their 3 cars.
Okay, it's really hard to sell sponsorship to someone that's running 35th every week.
If you have OCD, it must be nice to see at least the 35 car be in 35th. What?
Hey, do you want to watch your car every week get crumpled up into a million bits? Well,
your name can be on it for 5 minutes, and then it won't be legible or distinguishable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the Wendy's logo.
that's worth it, you know? And hey, if it's gonna get a sponsor to the sport, they want to sponsor Riley Herbst and they want him to wreck out. That's awesome.
I partially feel that a big sponsor like Arby's went to Cody Ware purely because he only gets a lot of TV time because he wrecks often.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's why anyone would go to that team.
Well, that's like what they used to say.
Yeah.
If you're not going to win,
well, I was shocked
because they're going to keep showing you on the TV, and we get the
Checkers or
sponsorship
records.
time.
Man, what a way to earn your living. Wrecking a stock car.
I would love to do that, wouldn't you?
You don't go there to race. No, you go there to wreck people.
I go there.
That's probably what Carson Hocevar's contract states.
Yeah, it's like if you're not going to win or finish well, you need to wreck.
Yeah, you need to either.
Why do you think sponsors get with Corey LaJoy? They want him to wreck.
Yeah, I think
you're not wrong.
Well, not.
Hamlin was talking about on this podcast. He said when he had the Alan Bradley sponsorship, or was it Rockwell Automation? Like they basically the guy told them like, hey, if you're not gonna win, at least wreck because we'll get the 5 minutes of time on your car and like we'll get the exposure.
And if they're paying bills, great.
Yeah,
I'll do whatever they want me to do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean if they're keeping the lights on and they're still paying money to you, yeah, power to you, I suppose.
We got the 47.
All right. The 47 Hayek Motorsport Chevy with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with Sonny D, NOS Energy,
my favorite,
and Chef Boyardee.
Did a 5-year-old like list out the sponsors for this race car? Yeah, dude, for real. I just realized right now, Sonny D, NOS Energy, Chef Boyardee. Dude, a 5-year-old went to a Quick Trip and grabbed 3 random things and was like, "Mommy, these will sponsor this car," and that's it. It's just Sonny D, a NOS Energy, and a Chef Boyardee.
Like, it's sick, dude.
It was fucking dope. It's dope.
Yeah, it'll be really cool seeing it wreck at Daytona this year.
All right, and the number 48 Hendrick Motorsports Chevy, we have Alex Bowman with Ally Financial for all of the races, which, it's good to see a full season sponsor. But yeah, they're the only reason he's in the car. Moving on, because none of us have anything nice to say. In the number 51 Rick Ware Racing Chevrolet,
I didn't know this.
Yeah, no, they switched to Chevy.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking that they were gonna hold off with Ford and then switch to Dodge.
I guess I'm the only one that knows things.
I guess so, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they do. I mean, they're probably gonna suck. Just because they're Rick Ware. I mean, I know those people that are working there try hard, but it's like, you got Cody Ware as your driver. He's not a great driver.
Hey, dude.
Has he improved? Yeah, but it's like saying the snail moved today, and it's like, oh, how far did it move? It moved a foot. Oh, wow.
All I'm going to say...
go the whole length of the driveway.
All I'm going to say is the 51 performed the best it's ever performed when Justin Haley was driving that car.
Yeah.
I mean, I was seeing that car in like the top 20 a hell of a lot more. Seeing it go back to what it, like to where it kind of went back to being the joke of the field. It was almost kind of like one of those like underdog, like, yeah, we're finally getting steam built and like
it felt good.
We're getting a new team like ready to fucking go out there and just dominate. And nope. Yeah. They decided to do a little driver swap. Bring in Corey LaJoy in so he can crash their car for the last 5 races of that year or whatever.
I really wonder how much Spire paid to get Haley back. Like, it's got to be a handsome sum.
Oh, yeah, especially for switching them out the way they did, which was like tail end of the season, which you don't really see.
You don't see driver trades very often.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, well, in the Cup Series and like Xfinity and trucks, it's a little bit more free. Like it's more common there.
Yeah, drivers
it's still
move
pretty
around
rare,
a lot more, but it's like you don't see driver trade because like this was a driver's been traded and it's like what? We're not the NFL.
New team, new manufacturer, new sponsors, potentially.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big switch to do, like, on a moment's notice.
And then in the number 54, Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, Ty Gibbs. Daddy's money, sponsored by Daddy's money.
No, it clearly says Interstate Batteries, Monster Energy, Sirius XM, Saya, and Zep. It doesn't say Daddy's money anywhere. Clearly he's there because he has skill, and not because his last name is Gibbs. Yeah, he doesn't. You stole Kyle's ride.
All right, we're moving on because I have enough hatred in my heart for
It's
Ted Gibbs.
upsetting. Jeff getting upset.
It's justified. I mean, the guy's done a lot of stuff to piss me off.
Back.
No. Granted, I kind of like realized it's kind of gay that I'm holding onto a grudge to somebody I don't even know. But once in a while, I do think back to when he dumped
I mean, I
Brandon
did
Jones.
within 10 feet of him.
Really?
Yeah. It was unfortunate. I was way taller than him. And I'm not that tall.
Yikes.
I'm like 5'11", and it's like, oh. And I'm like, you are
So
short.
I'm taller than him too, because I'm about the same height, Jeff.
Yeah, dude. John Hunter Nemechek is like waist height on like most people. He is very tall.
Allmendinger's the same too. He's a little man. He's a short king.
And
Tom Gillen is
short.
very
Jamie
gigantic.
Little
He's like
was
6'5".
interviewing all those times, and Drew, we would just be like, "Holy shit, he looks like a little kid."
Oh my god, yeah. It looks like a woman like giving a child an interview.
I know, dude. I always love when Jamie Little
Poor
interviews him.
Tyler.
I'm like, look at that little guy.
Look at the little guy. He's just so little. Look at his walk.
He's so cute.
Isn't it adorable? He's so small.
Ooh,
Can we take him home with us, guys? Please, I'll take care of him. I promise. I won't starve this one like the last one.
In the number 60 Roush Fenway Kozlowski Ford, we have Ryan Priest with all of those fucking sponsors.
Let's go, dude. Me and Drew love Priest.
Oh no, Priest is great. I'm so glad he finally got a ride where he can show off.
Jeff,
I knew he was good when he won with DGR in trucks, and I was like, hell yeah, brother! Like this dude could be good in Cup. And I was like hoping Front Row would sign him. I saw Roush Fenway signed him. I'm like, dude, this man's gonna win races, and he's going to win this year.
I think so too.
I would put money on it that he will win.
I think he has a breakout year, and I think he wins a couple races.
Jeff, have I ever told you the Ryan Priest Daytona story?
Go for it.
So this was back when Ben first started watching NASCAR, and he just latched on to Ryan Blaney like a month or so prior, and Blaney was kind of like starting to fall back, and he texted me and he's like, I just want a caution to happen, and I literally sent him like, you don't want to do that.
And then I was like, no, F it,
be careful what you wish for
right now, dude. And he said, you don't know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, and then the next lap. Yeah, you don't know the power that you are.
Priest is on his roof.
Oh no, he's on his roof, and then on his wheels, and on his roof, then on his wheels.
That was that, right?
Yeah. So then I held that over Ben's head to this day, actually, where I was like, "You almost killed Ryan Priest." You know that?
That was my welcome to NASCAR fandom.
I love sports superstition.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's when the race gods, give you what you request. It's not always going to be what you asked for.
A reality check of NASCAR fandom that I had no idea about.
See, I wish Danica Patrick did that every race.
Just flipped down the backstretch.
Yep. I hate that bitch. She was awful. She wrecked him one too many times.
I think if she would have been down in the mix series, that's what I'm calling the O'Reilly series, the mix series, because it's slanderous slang for the Irish mix.
Why don't you just call it the Noabs, like everyone else? Let's not piss off the Irish. They know how to fight.
Them in that damn Celt series. The damn Celt series down there.
In the number 71 Spire Racing Chevy, we have Michael McDowell with Blaster Workforce Go Bowling Group 1001, Gainbridge, Delaware Life, and Gunk. Still sad he's not at FRM, but I'm happy he's with Spire.
Oh, look, it says right there, McDowell will leave FRM at season's end for Spire 2 years ago.
Yeah,
old
that's
news, buddy.
News, so it's like...
Yeah. Old news.
Before that says no big changes for 2026.
He's not a big headline person.
All right. Go ahead, Jeff.
All right. And the number 77 Spire Motorsports Chevy, we have Carson Hocevar. Hey, he has Chili's still, so that's great.
It's great. Ride the Dente, baby.
Chili's is dope. I like Chili's. Ride the Dente.
Ride the Dente.
Ride the Dente.
Hold up, I think this information's wrong. Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind.
In the newly renumbered 88 Trackhouse Chevy. That was the 99. We have Connor Zilic with Red Bull and Roto-Rooter.
Beautiful.
So
Rookie of the year.
there we have
Right
it.
there.
I think Connor Zilic. I mean, no one's competing against him.
Yeah, we can just call that right now.
Congratulations, Connor. Congratulations,
give it up for Connor Zilic.
Congratulations, Connor.
Runner up the SVG at all the road courses and Cup.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy if they won
every
every fucking
single road course. It's gonna be him and SVG. It's gonna be great.
And then in the number 97 Trackhouse Racing Chevy, we have Shane Van Gisbergen with Jockey, Red Bull, and Safety Culture.
Right here, boys. Right here. SVG.
Thank you,
baby.
SVG. We are.
I'm wearing this shirt.
We are sorry about the Roval.
SVG,
I know you are very upset about that.
Who gets screwed by not having the Roval this year, which we need to talk about, but yeah.
Do we care about the part-time cars?
No, we don't.
Well, there's a couple we need to talk about.
Okay. Well,
I mean, yeah. Do we need to go down to
the ones we care about.
the number 36? The number 36. Chandler Smith in 36. All right, I'm done.
Oh, you didn't see that? They announced that like a day or two ago.
Chandler
Smith. I did not see that. That's cool.
I'm happy about that. Oh shit.
The 99, I guess you got to go to.
Of course, Junior Motorsports will be back. Yeah, I know. Anthony Alfredo, I'm super excited about that one. The 67 of Corey Heim should be running at least some of the races, probably Daytona. I would be surprised. Jimmy Johansson will probably compete. Yeah, actually, no, he will. Jimmy Johansson. I like that Connor Zilic is still down here.
Oh, I love how if you scroll up, it says Zilic's future is unknown. Bro, scroll up. It tells you his history.
One more year in Xfinity before moving full-time Cup. It's going to tell J-Ski.
Dude, come on, J-Ski. We need photos and updated information.
And then possibly the worst decision of all offseason, and the number 99 RFK Racing Ford is Corey LaJoie. No, they've made worse.
That's right.
He'll be driving at the Daytona 500 in the 99. And that's all we know so far. So I don't know how many other races he is, but hopefully it's only the Daytona 500. But
I want him to wreck out. I really, really want him to wreck out.
Yo, what if he doesn't qualify in?
Dude, I want him to wreck lap 1 of his duel. Lap 1. Bro, I want him to blow his engine so bad that he retires.
Dude, Jeff's a little sad.
Yo, imagine.
Damn, dude. He'll tell anybody he wants him to wreck.
I don't care for Corey LaJoie, but I think Jeff has his hatred on a whole nother level.
No, this is the reason, because Corey LaJoie talks down about other drivers when other drivers have better careers than him already. Lane Riggs already has a better career than him. Corey LaJoie has a better career than him. Who fucking Josh Rayum has a better career than him. Like, there are so many drivers.
Who's the guy that was sponsored by Zaxby's Chicken? Who was that guy?
Oh.
You know, the guy that's dead?
Dude,
I can't think of his name right now.
One win in NASCAR's top 3 series is better than Corey LaJoie. Corey LaJoie talks about himself like he's the greatest thing ever. And it pisses me off. Be a little humble. And be like, yeah, I made some mistakes in my career. I wish I could go back and fix them. But he's like, no, I'm great. He's like, I'm great. I'm Corey LaJoie. Like, I deserve to be where I am. I deserve to be full-time. It's like, you don't deserve shit in this life, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you're not bringing money to the table. You're not good enough to keep a ride without money. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, that's just what it is. You're a good super speedway racer, sure, but that won't keep you in NASCAR. Like, that might keep you in trucks. It won't keep you in Cup. And the fact that you burn bridges everywhere you go is stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, him talking down about the Xfinity and Truck Series.
That pissed me off so much.
Yeah.
Because those teams work so fucking hard.
Yeah, and the first thing I thought was, dude, didn't your dad win 2 Xfinity championships back O'Reilly Series championships back in the day? I was like, dude, like, that series should mean something to you, and you're just gonna sit there on your fucking stupid podcast, Rich coming from me. The dirty podcast talking all that shit.
I mean, I would
not like I'm not. It's totally not like I'm doing that right here.
I would tell Corey straight to his face that, like, he needs to fix this stuff. If I was his PR guy, I'd be like, dude, shut up. Like, stop being cocky.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're not helping yourself. Sure, you're gonna get like those fringe fans that think you're still good, but I mean, yes, you're a true-blooded American, but it's like you're going down the route of Matt DiBenedetto where you're gonna be irrelevant, and it's like,
Well, the big thing too was the stuff he was doing that kind of kept him in the good graces of the public. You know, him just trying to be like more outgoing, I guess. Like, remember when he had the freaking mullet? You know,
see,
or
it's like
he used
I
to do
get
those
the
like
grind.
kickball tournaments for charity and whatnot. Like he used
Yeah,
to do
I
like,
love the kickball thing. That's great.
yeah,
I
like,
love that. But I just wish she would be like, for me, it's you know what? You can be that back of the pack driver, but when you get your opportunity and you don't succeed, shut up or admit that you failed and be
yeah.
like, you
There's
know
no
what?
shame
Because
in
it's hard.
admitting. Yeah, there's no shame in admitting it.
Being a race car driver is hard. Like no one's gonna fucking doubt you on that. Like, yeah, no, I wish I did this different. Like if I could go back, I would do this and this different. And like this race, I would have gone there. I would have went up instead of down. And it's just be more authentic to. Well, actually, he's probably being authentic. He's being authentically an asshole. But
Yeah,
it pisses me off because that's not who we like. And we need villains, sure, but that's not the kind of villain that NASCAR needs. We need a villain that's like, I know I'm good, and that actually is good.
we need mid-tens Kyle Busch back. We need someone of that caliber where like he was really good, won a lot, and everybody hated him. He was the proper bad guy in pro wrestling, the proper heel, if you will.
I could go on for hours about like the problems with Corey LaJoie because it's it when you get into decent equipment, like Spire was not bad equipment in his last year with Spire. Like it was mid-tier equipment, sure, but you can perform in mid-tier equipment. Michael McDowell, for example, he won with Front Row Motorsports in mid-tier equipment. Front Row Motorsports is your pinnacle of mid-tier, mid B plus to A minus. Like they go anywhere from a B team to an A minus team in any given weekend. Like that's really where they go. And some weeks they're pretty good. Some weeks they're like, why are you in 35th? Like, what are we doing here? And then typically they're right in that middle range of like 15th to 25th. That's where you're going to find their car. And that's where Spire was. I mean, Spire was really more of like that 25th to 20th range. But if you can finish more on that 20th range or exceed your car with a little bit of pitch strategy or just being better, a driver means a lot more in this sport than it does in other sports. Like F1 is all the car. And this sport, it's a lot of the driver. And that's why you see certain drivers, no matter where they are, they succeed. And like you see it with Briscoe. Briscoe could win in an SHR car when they sucked. Like they were bad. Like they had one good car and the other three were struggling. And one of them was really bad. And it was they couldn't be consistent. And then now Briscoe goes to a new manufacturer, new team. Yes, Joe Gibbs is freaking great. And he shows early out the gate, he starts winning races, and it's like, okay, Chase Briscoe's that guy. Corey LaJoie, if you were given a chance in a Hendrick Motorsports Chevy and you didn't perform, you were given a chance with Spire last year in trucks and you were leading the race and you still lost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of problems.
I don't know I don't know how many more chances you can get. It's like giving a kid more chances in a classroom. Like you're like, all right, maybe he'll perform this time, and then sometimes you just got to give up.
Nah. I mean, I love Corey LaJoie everywhere else in NASCAR, but just behind the wheel of a race car,
I'm talking
I
as
don't
a
know.
driver.
Like I was telling Ben, like I honestly liked LaJoie a lot as a commentator last year.
Yeah, he was fine.
Amazon.
He was great. I mean,
Oh yeah, I thought him and Edwards did like really great. Yeah, and I was like, huh, yeah, you know, he's like this all the time. Maybe I'd like him a lot more. But yeah, I mean, just him getting back behind the wheel is just, I don't know, man. I'd take your ball and go home in that regard at this point, you know?
Yeah.
If he can't perform, if he doesn't make the Daytona 500 in this car,
Yeah.
retire.
Now, are they only doing one race with him?
I don't know.
This decision was weird to me, and I think for all things like being how RFK was last year, coming up short, and I'm kind of just looking at the stats right now. Like, Buescher and Priest did pretty good in terms of top tens. Buescher 16 top tens, Priest 14 top 10s. They couldn't quite get those top 5s, but I think going into a year like this, I see RFK as a team that is really going to improve, and especially Ryan Preece, who came so close so many times. Well, not really so many times, but in so many words, he was. I thought Preece has really improved, and he's another guy like you talked about Briscoe, who got into different equipment and show that they're good drivers, and so that's why to me like the LaJoie pick, I don't get, like, you could have picked anybody else, but 20 I think is RFK a good year for RFK. They got the chase now, and I think Chris Buescher might have made the chase if I'm not mistaken, if they had it last year. So if they can build,
I think he would have made it in on points.
Yeah, he would have.
But yeah, I don't know. That's just a team I'm thinking.
So this is
how crazy would it be if they didn't get a win, but they won the championship? Like, it doesn't matter who won the championship, but they didn't. Like, the guy who wins the championship at RFK doesn't get a single race win, but he wins the championship. Like, that would be hilarious.
We would get riots in the street, bro.
That'd be hilarious for everyone.
Dude, all the playoff fanboys would be like, I told you, this is why we don't do this anymore.
So I look at it like this for LaJoie. I look at it like this. You have two chances. You have the Clash, which will be in the 6 car, and then you have Daytona, where you better make the race and you better make the most of it. If he doesn't make the Clash, people are going to laugh at him, and he's going to make up some excuse. I'm calling my shot. If he doesn't make the Clash, he should make the Clash with his equipment. His equipment should be able to carry him into being a top 20 car.
Absolutely.
And he's aggressive enough where he can probably push someone. I'll give him that. And some teams are probably not going to be trying as hard with the Clash because there's really no reason. They're not making enough money for it. And it's not for points, not for anything. It's like, okay, cool. And then Daytona. If he doesn't make the race, he should be able to qualify in speed. RFK, they should be able to qualify in speed. If he doesn't do that, and then say he goes to the duels and doesn't make it, I got nothing. And then if he gets a ride after that with any organization that's a good, top tier organization in their series.
Yeah.
If he gets a ride with a lower series team, that's great. Good for him.
Yeah.
But he better have funding.
I want to kind of get into, like, like guys that you're like, maybe let's like talk about somebody who you think's gonna like maybe do way better than last year, and like has a shot at getting into this case here that maybe wasn't in the playoffs last year. Who are you guys thinking?
I think for me, Zilich would be the first one I'd think of. I don't know if he'll get a win this year, but I think they'll do better, like, on track.
Well, and I think he'll have a better car than Suarez did, and I think they're investing a lot in Zilich, and I think he's obviously going to be battling with SVG on these road courses, and I think that's where he's going to get a lot of points. Really, I mean, even last year in Xfinity, man, like, he's consistently top 5, and so I'm not saying that he's going to do that in Cup, but I mean, I don't know. Who's to say he's not going to be consistently top 15, top 10? Like, we'll have to see, but I'm really looking forward to Zilich in Cup.
If Zilich can be a consistent top 20 car, that is a massive win. I don't even look at like top 15.
Huge win for Trackhouse,
I mean, he's going to get those. He's going to get those. Yeah. I mean, for me, I just want to see him be consistent, run all the laps, because that's what a rookie needs to do. You need to get as much experience as you can, because this kid is young. He is young as hell. He's still 18.
Years ahead.
Like, I'm happy this opportunity. He has.
I think he just got pubes like last week. That's how young he is. I think he tweeted it out last week. He's like, "Hey guys, my balls finally have hair." Dale Jr. liked it.
My balls dropped.
What do I do?
But like,
hey guys, want to play some baseball? I want to go masturbate. I was just about to say, and there goes our demonetization, but
they weren't going to monetize us anyways with this kind of name.
The name NASholes alone, nobody will touch us. It's the curse of having such a really cool name.
That's a good one, Drew. Well, Jeff, who do you think? Who do you think is going to have a really good year this
I'm
year
really looking
maybe didn't last year?
I'm looking at 2311 and Front Row Motorsports for the reason of they're coming off the lawsuit and they have millions of dollars lifted off of their shoulders. I want to see how those drivers perform this year. I'll break it down to Todd Gilliland and Zane Smith. Who will perform better out of those two? Because Todd Gilliland eventually beat Zane Smith in points by like a few points at the end of the season. I want to see them both get top 25 in points. I want to see Noah Gragson be at least consistent and not wrecking, because a lot of that wasn't his fault last year. And then I want to see Reddick make a deep chase run and Bubba win a race. Like, I expect Reddick to win races. That is my expectation of him. I want Bubba to win a race because that is my expectation of him. I think Bubba is always that fringe chase kind of guy, but that doesn't mean he can't have great seasons like he did last year. He has improved a lot. I look at front row as, all right, you got this sum of money. Can you go with that sum of money and the weight lifted off of your shoulders, these people put in new positions, and can you progress as a team? Because if they can do that, that's a great thing for that organization.
I kind of wonder too, Jeff, if that whole lawsuit last year that put a lot of pressure on 23XI and FRM. Like, that's a whole thing added to the mix. I wonder if this pressure being off their shoulders, I wonder if this really takes them to the next level. Like, now they're laser focused. Like, and I don't know. I don't know if the top of the totem pole is kind of keeping that under control last year or not. But clearly, it was affecting them, I think, in my mind. And Reddick is a guy who really did not compete to his expectations of what we expect out of him, because we know he's a great driver. And I think
he had a lot of
off-track
stuff as well.
Yeah, I think his son alone is more than enough to kind of give him sort of a pass for not getting the win.
I'm looking at Reddick where,
I mean,
I want him to have a better year personally in his heart and everything there, because I mean, you never want to see that happen, especially with a kid. And like when we all saw that, we all realized it's like, oh, fuck, like that shouldn't happen to kids.
Like, there's more to, like, these people are humans too, like they have
family. Yeah, and when you eventually get to talk to a driver, it's always like you realize like, oh shit, they're normal people. On the ends, like you can talk to them about family and everything like that, and it's having hopefully the bad stuff is behind him, and especially with the lawsuit, like that was probably a chunk of it. We'll say that was like a quarter, and the other 75% was the really bad thing. And I hope Reddick can continue to develop, because I mean that's I can't tell him you have to bounce back from that, but like you drive his career. I don't want to sound mean, but like you do drive as a career. I want you to do better as a fan, because I want him to go win that race, go win for your kid, man. Like I want him to have a great season. I mean, I hope 23XI has a great season. I hope Front Row has a great season. It kind of just a big fuck you to NASCAR. I mean, I really wanted Front Row to win.
I really wanted him to get that damn championship.
Dude, that would have been amazing. That would have been so fucking funny.
If I was Denny Hamlin and I had won that championship, I would have brought that to the courthouse with me.
Oh yeah, I would have too. That would have been a little interesting to see how that would have played out in court. It's like, so you just won a championship and you're suing them? Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. See, it's kind of complicated.
They took her jabs.
Yeah, I'm kind
taking
of
her money.
Right
it's
now.
My money and I need it now.
I'm looking at this right now. We already know guys like Larson, Hamlin, Briscoe, Byron, Bell, Blaney, Logano, Elliott. We all know those guys. They're probably going to be in the chase. I don't think it's a question. They're consistent enough to do that. So, I mean, I don't know if we need to get into all that, but I think if I'm predicting right now who I think is way too early champion, dude, I think Denny Hamlin can do it. He was so consistent last year, and just with the way that the system was, with having to win at the end there, like, it just wasn't ideal. And I think if with this new system, it's going to really benefit him. Now, Larson still would have won it. They broke it all down. He still would have won it. But, brand new year and that whole pressure of the lawsuits off of him, I think that's my too early pick. I'm going with Hamlin. I just can't doubt him right now with what I saw last year. And with the new crew chief and everything, now they're really settled in. So,
oh yeah, I mean, they fired off like a rocket last year.
It's an even year. We go with Joey.
Oh please no! Oh please no!
Should I see your pick? I'm sorry.
That's your pick? Is that?
I want to pick the funny. I want to pick the funny. It's too early. I mean, it's gonna be it. If it's wrong, if it's not, even better. Because then I can say I take Joey Logano.
It's the too early pick. So you're going.
You know what? I'm picking Joey because I think it's funny.
Going with Chris Buescher.
Really?
Yeah, I think dude. I think that Texan's gonna walk into Daytona this year with two big irons on his hip. He's gonna get him Texas red, dude. Actually, I guess Chris Buescher should be Texas Red, seeing that he's from Texas and he's a ginger.
So that's your too early.
But
champion?
anyways,
oh.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, RFK.
See, I should have picked Dylan for doing that.
See, guys, what I think is going to happen is, since they're going to carry Greg Biffle on them with every race this year, the power of the Biff will propel RFK to championship status.
I tell you what, man.
Yeah, I hope so.
You saying that makes me think of
It'll all be Greg Biffle. Peace be upon him.
Peace be upon him. I think about like what kind of great healing moment would it be if AJ Allmendinger won the Daytona 500, man? Because he's got the Biffle number scheme.
Dude, that's gonna be so confusing. That's gonna be so confusing because you're gonna have 4 cars with the same font, but one of them's gonna be a Chevy.
And the Chevys look like Fords now.
Dude, yeah, they do.
It's a Ford. And I'm
Dude,
like, that's a Ford. They all look like Fords now.
How great of a moment is that going to be for the NASCAR world, though, if the Dinger wins, dude, in the 16? Like, that would be
I still think
if the Dinger...
Because I think that'd be great.
Oh, man.
I hope it happens.
If the Dinger or if any of the RFK cars win the 500 with the font on their car, you will have to know that was Greg Biffle pushing them to victory. And I imagine him with big eagle's wings, or like I imagine the ghost of him on that big eagle, like that was on the hood of his was it Crown Vic Lay Mullet car?
Vic, yeah.
Like, I imagine that's him. He's soaring down from heaven, all patriotic and shit, and he just pushes Chris Buescher like in front, and then he soars off back to heaven. He's like, yo, this is the Biff's last omen. Like, you're gonna win this, Bubby. You're gonna win this, buddy.
I love it. That's awesome.
It'll be a beautiful healing moment. No, how fucked up would it be if all 4 RFK cars and the 16 car? How fucked? Look, I don't want to leave this with a good taste in everybody's mouth. So how fucked up would it be if all 4 cars got individually all 4 cars just ended up wrecking in the same wreck on lap 1? Like, how fucking gut wrenching would that be?
Drew, what the fuck?
Listen, I don't want it to happen, but I'm merely just pointing out how fucked up it'd be if it happened.
That'd be Biffle playing one last joke on all of us.
Dude,
they better do something.
Mr. The Biff would bless us with a moment like that. That would be beautiful.
They better.
But I think he would rather propel them to a victory.
I don't know what they could do, but they better do something on lap 16.
I know in years past when a racer has died abruptly, they'll usually have like a moment of silence on the lap number of their car number. So I wouldn't be shocked if we had like a moment of silence on lap 16.
Every third lap, on the third lap of the Daytona 500 every year, I mean, you hold like big threes for Dale Sr. So I think that's kind of his race. I think.
Yeah.
For
me,
I think for me, the tributes with the numbers are a lot, and I think that kind of does it. And I just hope they all have clean days.
True. That's already a lot.
Yeah,
I'm just, clean days. Besides the joy, fuck them. But
well, the thing that shocked me most is the thing too is it's not like the race teams can just be like, oh yeah, we're swapping out the font willy nilly. Like, no, you have to run it by all the sponsors on that car, and if one of them doesn't like it, you can't go through with it. So, like, people or companies who have sunk millions of dollars. Well, I mean, imagine that if, like, the 60 and the 17, could run, the throwback font to Greg Biffle, but the 6 couldn't because Build Submarines was like, ew, that doesn't gel with us. Like, they're not going to do that. Dude, we would I'm pretty sure we'd just boycott the Navy in general. Like, nobody would ever go near a submarine ever again. Not the Navy. No,
I'm looking here, though.
If you say no to that, you're kind of a monster, honestly.
Yeah, you're a dick. You're a dick.
I guess I'm a monster thinking of all this. Yeah.
What do we think about Spire?
I do it out of love for Biff, though.
Like Carson Hocebaugh. I don't know. What do you guys think is gonna come of him this year? He had a lot of run-ins with a lot of people, pissed a lot of people off last year. You think he learns from his mistake, or do you think he's just one of those guys? He's gonna drive how he drives. And it is what it is, and he doesn't give a damn.
I think he's probably one of those. He's just going to drive the way he drives. He
was impressive last year.
That's the vibe I get off of him. Oh, yeah, no, he had moments of... He brought that 77 up towards the front in races that had no business being up front. It takes a lot of talent to drive a slower car that fast.
Yeah.
But I'm more looking forward to see what happens with Suarez on that team. Like to see, to see if there's going to be like a improvement in performance, or maybe a drop off, or maybe just stays pretty steady. I don't know.
I think he'll stay steady. I don't see Spire
will kind of give him something that he hasn't had. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know, going from Trackhouse to Spire, I don't know how much of a difference it is, but I feel like Trackhouse is kind of, a little bit above Spire.
As
Trackhouse's worst car to go into Spire, that's a lateral move.
Well, so this is, I never explained this to you, Jeff, but the way I broke this down, move from Suarez from Trackhouse to Spire is he's moving from Trackhouse to Trackhouse Light, because he's going to be teamed up with a road course ringer, and then his other teammate's going to be somebody who has a weird height differential to everybody around them, be it shorter or higher. And they piss off a lot of people. So I really just think it's not going to be that big of a change of pace, despite maybe just his teammates maybe not getting dubs.
Yeah. I mean, McDowell can win on road courses and he can win on super speedways. If he had a chance at Texas last year, which would have been amazing. But unfortunately, he gets really aggressive when it comes down to it. And that's why he's still in a cup ride, because it helps him. But it's also a little bit of a detriment for McDowell. And I say that as a big fan of McDowell, but that's one thing that, I mean, he doesn't know when his next win's coming, if it's coming, so he's going to push for it.
Dinger's the same way too. But what was I going to say? I can't remember. It's not important.
Yeah. Kyle Busch, man. This dude, I don't know. Last year, Drew, I kind of got sick of just being sick for Kyle Busch, because it was
and
pitiful.
There's Kyle Busch.
Yeah, it was pitiful, man. Just go win a race. Win one race.
And everyone gets through turn one, except Kyle Busch.
He just seemed to always get caught up in some shit.
All right. So even though he doesn't match the number of championships, I kind of hold Kyle Busch and Dale Sr. on the same level. And there was a period in I think it was from 96 to 98. So pretty much like 2 seasons where Dale was just not having any luck. He wasn't getting any wins. He was getting involved in a lot of wrecks. He hurt himself a few times. And everybody was kind of like, yeah, I guess his time's passed. And then he goes off, wins the Daytona 500, and was like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm almost 50 and I'm still whipping your asses. And then the Daytona turn 4 wall was like, hold my beer.
Wait, what if Kyle Busch wins the Daytona 500, dude?
That'd be beautiful.
That'd
be beautiful.
He needs to. That's the one thing he needs.
Trying to get it. He was trying to win it, man, and just the years leading up to that or whatever, he was just struggling, and then he finally he wins that race. I wonder if we're gonna get a situation where Kyle Busch struggles for a couple of years, and then wins the Daytona 500.
Now, the only thing that really separates them is the quality of equipment they're driving at the moment. RCR in the 90s was a hell of a lot better than RCR of today. Granted, you can argue that if Dale Earnhardt never drove for them, wouldn't have gotten them all those championships and wins. But, Dale Sr. had good RCR equipment, as Kyle Busch, Allmendinger said it best last year about ECR engines.
ECR,
they're not good. The equipment's not good. Now, what does help Kyle Busch in this Daytona 500 situation is, unlike back when Dale Sr. won the Daytona 500, it wasn't as tightly pack racing. It was a bit more spread out back in the day. Am I right about this, Jeff? Am I remembering this?
Really
before tandem drafting and all that shit. It was back when Daytona kind of handled an intermediate.
It really playing Kyle old NASCAR game, you'll understand.
Yeah, and Kyle Busch having the super speedways kind of be a wild card works in his favor, but it's just when they're not at super speedways, they don't have the same quality of equipment. You can make the argument about Richmond from last year, where Dylan took a car that had no business winning that race and won the race with it because he has this weird, insane line he drives that nobody else can copy, which, all right.
I think Kyle can win the Daytona 500, and once he does that, that's like he's done all the things he needs to do in his career. That's like the one thing he needs in his career.
much.
Like he's had every notch in his belt besides the 500.
Yo, imagine if he won the 500 and then they were like, "Oh, 8-car didn't pass inspection."
Oh my
Corey
God.
LaJoie wins the race.
Bro.
Dude, if the 99 finished second and he technically wins the Daytona 500.
Dude, Jeff
Dude,
would have
I think there would be riots in the streets.
Oh, no. I think Lake Lloyd, is that the lake at Daytona?
Yeah.
Lake Lloyd, I think that'd be filled with like the blood of NASCAR officials if, if
the France
they,
family.
Yeah. They would
Steve
systematically execute them like a pig. They'd just
God,
dangle them upside down, slit their throats, and make everybody watch. And it'd be like, you stole Kyle Busch's Daytona win. And they're like, we can reverse it. And they're like, no, it's too late. It's too late. You took it from him. You can't give it back.
Do we think?
Yes.
Who do we think?
And then a random man in Jeff Car goes to Lake Lloyd and harpoons a whale in Jeff Car.
Oh God, yeah. Fucking harpoon.
And then very handsome, good-looking young driver who won the 24 Hours at Daytona had to go defend him in court the next day. And I completely pulled the Your Honor, he killed it because it was coming right at him. And there was kids. I was like, Your Honor, there's kids playing in Lake Lloyd. I was saving them. He was saving the children. Do you want children to die? Oh man.
Who do we have?
You gotta join us for the next Jeff Car, Ben.
I gotta see the next Jeff Car, man. I gotta be there for it. But what's your guys' prediction for most wins? Who gets the most wins this year?
It's gonna be a tie.
A tie, okay. Who do you got?
Between John NASCAR and John NASCAR II. I don't know. I think it'll probably be between like Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell.
I think Cole Trickle and Russ Wheeler will have the most wins this year. Maybe Ricky Bobby or Cal Naughton Jr.
Man, I don't know. Bell's a good answer, but
Stroke Race got it. Stroke Race got it this year. What other NASCAR?
Kyle Larson gets the most wins.
Well,
yeah, Kyle Larson or Christopher Bell. I think those are the two. I mean, I think Briscoe could get it there, but I don't know. Those are the two I see. I know it's too early. I don't know how the teams are doing. So, like, I hate doing this. This is the part about.
I know
this
this
sucks.
That
I agree with my father
on. We've never seen anything yet.
I hate this. And the Clash gives us fuck all. Daytona gives us fuck all. Atlanta gives us fuck all. It's really
it's not really till the
get a little bit of all.
Yeah, I don't know. Just because the new format's going to play into how aggressive drivers are going to be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't see him doing that again. I could see him doing that again, no problem. But screw it. I'll just go with Hamlin or Briscoe. I think those two would probably be my guys that get most wins this year. Yeah, because I think now that Chase Briscoe is more accustomed to the team, and he, still got 3 wins with them last year. Like I think they'll be a strong contender, for pretty much every race weekend.
And I think a guy that I think is really in danger is Alex Bowman. I think, being that he's with Hendrick, if he doesn't win, dude, or perform, I don't know why they keep him, man. But again, I look at it like this. It's like when an NFL team's looking for a new head coach, and they're like, well, there's really nobody out there. We might as well just keep this guy, you know what I mean? So, maybe they can't really get rid of him, but I don't know, dude. The dude he's not doing it the Hendrick way. And I just wonder if they're just not dumping enough into that 48 car.
Benny, you know why he still has that ride?
What's that?
Ally. He has it because of Ally and money.
The relationship.
Money. That is why drivers have rides. If you don't have money, you better have one or the other. You better have skill or you better have money. And money is more importanter than skillinter. But you need to have money. And if you have a sponsor that will pay your way, if they're sponsoring a full fucking season, 36 races,
unheard of these days.
Yeah, really. Plus the 2 other races as well, where they're doing the Clash and then the All-Star race. That's a lot of money. And from what I know of Hendrick's sponsorship amounts, that's a lot of money Ally Bank. I know my old car payment used to go to that.
I guess they can't really afford to get rid of him because he drives the car and the Ally is willing to pay.
You can't. I mean,
all I'm
as
saying though is Bowman, he has not lived up to the Hendrick standard, and he really
yes.
needs to step it up this year, man. And I mean, everybody knows I'm a Bowman hater. You know, some say for no reason, some might be right, but yeah, that's just the guy I think of. I don't know if there's anybody else out there. Ty Gibbs will never lose his ride.
No, Dylan
I
either.
don't know who
Austin
else you
Dillon.
would say, really.
Dillon and Custer.
Yeah.
Custer will always have a place in NASCAR, whether it's in Cup or not. But he'll probably be in Cup because he's at least running where the car will run. Dillon, if he gets one win a year, that's more than enough to keep his ride.
Oh yeah.
And then it's money. Money is part of motorsports. It's the best part about it, and it's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Well, they always,
Go ahead, Drew.
Well, I was gonna say, man, do you want to know how to make a small fortune in racing, Ben?
What's that?
You start with a large fortune.
yeah.
But
I think you're.
I was
don't know where I
gonna
heard
pivot, though, to FRM, Jeff, being that you're our FRM super fan. What are your expectations going into this year for FRM? You know, these guys had, I think Gilliland had one top 5, Zane Smith one top 5. Just looking at the other guys, Gregson one top 5. What are you kind of expecting in 2026 from these guys?
I mean, I would love for one of them to get a win, preferably Todd. You know, that's. I mean, I want to see a Gilliland get a Victory Landing Cup. That'd be really cool. But for me, I want to see at least the 34 and the 38 because I think those are the two better drivers, in my honest opinion. I want to see both of them top 25 in points, even if it's 24th and 25th. I don't care. Top 25 in points, like, let's show improvement. Let's get back to where we were with 2 cars. And then the third car, I would like it to be not bottom 3. Like, let's not be that. Get it closer to, like, at least finish, like, 28th in points. I look at it as, I mean, the top 5s are nice, but it's about consistency. If we can consistently be in the top 20, have at least 2 cars in the top 20 every race, that's ideal. And then if you get a car in the top 10 in most weeks, that's great. Like that will make me as a fan excited. And then on truck side, I expect a championship from Lane Riggs. I mean, the crew, that's what the crew wants. The crew expects a championship.
Well, now that Corey Haim's not down there too. I mean, it's longer Haim time, so.
Yeah, I mean, Lane Riggs, he had a chance at the owner's title last year, and it got taken from him because of the stupid caution. But I think, Chandler Smith, he should win a race or two. I mean, I wanted them to finish 1-2 in the championship, and I don't know if that's realistic. I want Lane Riggs to win the championship, or at least one of them to do it, because I know they have the people for it, and I know they have the drivers for it. I mean, they have probably the best driver core of, if you looked at the whole series and you looked at all of NASCAR and said, okay, what team has the best drivers in total? I think FRM on average would be one of the better teams because you have a lot of young guys with very high potential. And, you have Lane Riggs, who could have easily won the championship last year with how the championship system was, and he could easily do it this year. I think Chandler Smith, given him some time to cook in the truck series as well. I mean, Chandler Smith's a great driver. He can easily do that. I think Noah Gragson, if he can get some consistency, he can be a great driver. Zane Smith is a great driver, just doesn't need to get involved in wrecks that aren't his cause. And then Todd Gilliland, just, he needs to be consistent as well. And I think if they can remain consistent, they will win races and they will continue to get better.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, lucky for you, Todd Gilliland wakes up in the morning and pisses excellence.
Damn right he does.
Drew, what about
he
your
pisses
boy?
Budweiser and fist bumps Bald Eagles. He walks into a bar and can walk out with any chick he wants.
He's married to Marissa.
She doesn't need to know.
Yeah, I think
he doesn't need to know.
A lot of our expectations are going to be changed throughout the season with this not being winning in your end. For some of these guys, I think about, me being a huge Ryan Blaney fan. I can't say, I can't sit here and say, I need him to get farther in the playoffs because it's not a thing anymore. I mean, he's really going to have to cut down on some of these DNFs that he had. And, and granted, a lot of that was luck. I mean, it was really shitty luck. But yeah, I mean, Drew, what do you think about your boy who claims that you are his favorite NASCAR, Austin Cindric? This guy is kind of riding off of Blaney and Logano. He had 5 top 10s and let me see, 2 top 5s and 1 win. What are you kind of thinking for Austin Cindric this year?
Well, so like Jeff, I have like a certain expectation for some drivers to get like one win a year, and Cindric certainly falls under that category for me. Though I will say, as much of a fan I am of him, I do wonder if he ain't going to be switched out with Josh Berry if Berry has another pretty good year again. Because if you think about it, like front row is.
I'm looking at the numbers.
Yeah, dude, don't get me wrong, like Cindric's the fucking man. Like he's the fucking man.
Here's some breaking news, by the way. LaJoie will run the 75 truck for Daytona as well. And people are like, "Go get it, Corey." And I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Go get what? The caution flag? Don't worry.
Dude, there are people
it's happening.
Saying that. There are people like, "Oh boy, terrorism." And I'm like, "Yep, that's gonna happen." Because we need another bad driver in truck.
Hang up the helmet, LaJoie, please, and just pick up the frickin' microphone. You're way more likable as a broadcaster.
Yes.
So much more likable.
Facts.
Yeah. Anyways, Jeff has to take a monster dump here.
I do.
So we should really wrap it up. As much as I love watching him suffer in silence.
Actually, am I not looking at the chat? I have to take a shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I opened the chat.
For a while. Well, we can. All right.
Yeah, no, I've been looking at it. Thinking you've been looking at it too. Yeah.
Hey, let's quickly make our picks for the Clash. I already explained the points.
Hey guys! Breaking news: as of 8 o'clock, it's turtling.
I was trying to get you to pay attention.
I know. That was two big breaking news back to back. Joey did the 75 truck for Daytona.
That was 9 o'clock. It hasn't been doing that.
Jeff
for
Dubuque's a butthole has a brown snake playing peekaboo with it right now.
I am not sending my parents this one.
Boys, we could go on and on about
they need to see this.
Season.
They need to see
Very
this.
Excited for it. Let's make our picks for the Clash. I already explained this, but for those that are listening, we do the picks every week. You pick a driver you think's going to win. If they win, they get like 36 points or how many ever drivers there are, and so on and so forth in points. So I am the reigning champ. For my pick for the Clash, I am going to go with Chase Briscoe. Go ahead, Drew.
I'm going with Josh Berry.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, Jeff, who do you got for the Clash?
I'm going to go with the boy from Bristol, Connecticut, Joey Logano.
All righty.
Chrome Dome himself.
Mr. Clean I'm going to be shaking out something in a minute.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. Joey Logano looks way more badass with no hair.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, like he actually looks like he doesn't look like a suburban dad. He doesn't look like a stay-at-home house husband.
Have any hair, boys.
Yeah. I was very happy he leaned into his baldness. I was like, that's good. You look way more intimidating now. Maybe Ross Chastain won't laugh at your face while you're like scolding him. So anyways, before we wrap this up, I have this 10,000 word poem I've written. No.
All right. Well, guys, if you made it this far, we appreciate it. Please leave any comments. Follow us on X at NASHoles on TikTok at NASHoles.podcast. We will see how these points shape out for us after the Clash, and we will talk to you guys after the Clash, and we will break it all down and what happened, and it'll be great. Thank you for watching another episode of NASHoles.
And as always, be like Biff.